If there's one car that we couldn't be more familiar with, it would be the Toyota Vios. It was the best-selling non-national car in Malaysia for 11 years. But that belt was overtook by arch rival the Honda City, which it continues to hold on to the title till today. So let's take a trip down memory lane and see what went wrong with the Toyota Vios, and see if the latest third generation facelift has what it takes to regain its former glory. Log on to WapCar.my for the latest reviews, comparisons, and car prices to help you find your next perfect car. And don't forget to click on the subscribe button. Let's start with the first generation Vios that was launched in 2003. It was made for success. Just look at it. Even after all these years, it still looks just as classy and gives off the impression of a premium saloon. Spacious and practical interior, decent boot space, and most importantly, bulletproof reliability. On to the second generation Vios. It was in this generation where it became Toyota's bestseller. More affectionately known as the Dugong, Toyota experimented with the design. To me, it's a love it or hate it situation. I feel it's too rounded compared to the first generation Vios, not to my liking. But Toyota has retained all the important qualities of the first gen Vios: reliability, practicality, and comfort. Naturally, it became a roaring success. The third generation Vios, however, not so much. It was in this generation where Toyota lost the lead. When it was launched in 2013, it was just alright. Its main rival, the Honda City, not only has caught up to the Vios, but also outclassed it in many ways. It had a 5-year warranty, electronic stability control, and a 120 horsepower engine. The Vios, in comparison, only had a 3-year warranty, no ESC, and still uses the same 1.5-litre naturally aspirated 4-cylinder VVT-i petrol engine from the first-gen Vios 10 years ago. In 2016, Toyota tried to regain some brownie points by introducing a new engine, transmission, and improved safety features. But I feel what it really needed was this: a fresh face. I think it has what it takes to recapture the hearts of Malaysians.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
Ah! Oh yeah! We're 80 and I'm pulling away. Bye-bye! So what exactly happened right there? The new Vios, with its sharper throttle response, just leaps off the line and consistently stayed ahead of the old Vios with the old powertrain. And this result is all thanks to this CVT automatic, by allowing the car to consistently be in the correct power band. The 4-speed automatic transmission, on the other hand, whenever it comes to an upshift, would drop the revs, making the engine have to work its way up again to deliver power. This phenomenon is called a shift shock. The CVT automatic, with its infinite ratios, doesn't suffer from that, able to consistently deliver power, making the car faster than the old one. The new Vios now uses a 2NR FE 1.5-litre naturally aspirated 4-cylinder petrol engine. It gets Dual VVT-i technology, an all-aluminium block, as well as iridium spark plugs. Toyota promises 18% better fuel economy, but unfortunately, power is now down. It now only makes 107 horsepower and 140 Nm of torque. That's 2 horsepower and 1 Nm down from the previous 1NZ FE 1.5-litre engine. Contrary to popular belief, this is not an all-new model. It's just a facelift, albeit a major one. This exterior shape is known as the Yaris Atif in Thailand. Personally, I think Toyota is on the right track with its exterior design, having a good balance between sporty and elegance. If you don't agree with me on the front end, that's fine, but you can't argue that the rear looks pretty expensive. The engineering brief on this facelifted Vios, as told by the project leader, was to benchmark against C-segment cars in terms of NVH, comfort, as well as ride and handling. In Toyota's case, it would be the previous generation Altis, not the TNGA one. By doing so, Toyota has returned to the ethos of the first generation Vios, a comfortable family sedan for the masses. Why do I say so? Because the ride quality on the facelifted Vios is impeccable. It irons out undulations as if it was on air suspension. The revised suspension geometry is supple but not floaty. To counteract the body roll inevitably introduced by the softer suspension, Toyota has secured additional welding points for increased chassis rigidity. It doesn't make it handle like a Supra, but it does help keep body roll at bay. It's perfectly set up for a family sedan, and dare I say, the most comfortable sedan in the segment. Compared to the pre-facelift model, which tried to be a bit more sporty, a bit more dynamic, and I think kind of backfired on them, the facelifted Vios got the formula just right. NVH levels have improved significantly, but depends on how you look at it. At a constant cruising speed, the CVT automatic helps to keep the revs down low, barely touching 2000 RPM at our national speed limit. Plus the acoustic windshield and good insulation materials, the cabin is a fairly quiet place to be in. But because it's a CVT, if you slam the throttle pedal, the revs jumps and holds itself at the red line. It creates an kind of loud and unpleasant CVT whine, although not as intrusive as Honda CVTs. The biggest selling point of the facelifted Vios is its improved safety features. As standard, you get 7 airbags and electronic stability control across all variants. On higher grade models, you also get blind spot monitor with rear cross traffic alert. There's no way to turn off the blind spot monitor, and that to me is a bit of a deal breaker, because every time it triggers, it lets out a sharp and loud audio warning, which is a bit annoying. And that brings me on to other annoying parts about the facelifted Vios. The cabin of the facelifted Vios has been slightly reworked to give it a more modern and upmarket feel. If you were seeing this in a showroom, it would definitely impress. But sometimes when you teach an old dog new tricks, it might not do the tricks that well. For starters, the optical instrument cluster with its new displays, new dials, as well as a welcome animation, it's great execution. But if you want to adjust the display brightness, it's buried deep into the menu. You don't have a physical button for ease of access. The infotainment screen has an independent adjustment, but the rest of the backlit of the cabin is not adjustable. And that could be a problem to some because at night, it can be quite glaring. Another flaw that they've carried over from the previous generation Vios is a non-telescopic adjustment for the steering wheel. There's adjustment for up and down, but not for reach. Not a problem to many, but might be a problem to some driving enthusiasts. Another thing I'm a little bit sad that Toyota has removed the clever cup holder compartment right below the air vent, where you can put your drink here and have the air vent blowing cold air into your drink to keep it chilled. But I understand why they did that, because it prevents from having a moving object, in case of an accident, flying towards you and impale you. To make up for the 2 lost cup holders, Toyota has moved it over to the center console right above the gear lever with cabin lighting to illuminate this dark area. One more thing I'm quite baffled about the cabin is this center armrest. It has more than half of its real estate over to the rear seats. Look, I'm the driver, I have to rest my hands like this. What an awkward position. So is this center armrest for the rear passengers or for me? Although Toyota advertised that there are 3 USB charging ports in the cabin of the facelifted Vios, the one in front here is connected to the infotainment system, and that is more for your multimedia, files, USBs and all that. It doesn't charge your phone as effectively, so I wouldn't recommend using this to charge your phone. If you would need a power source, use the ones at the back. Although I find it a little bit weird and inconvenient that if I need to charge my phone, I have to do it from the back. If there's one common trait that I don't like in all modern Toyotas sold in Malaysia, is this DVD AVX touchscreen infotainment system. Never mind that it looks horribly aftermarket and doesn't support Apple CarPlay nor Android Auto, the reverse camera resolution in here is absolutely rubbish. Yes, it has 360-degree view. I spend more time guessing what's going on than it being helpful to me. The plus side is that the infotainment system here has a rather decent sound quality and it reads Chinese characters, so I know which Jay Chou song that I'm playing. Compared to the one in the Honda City, that one just shows gibberish on the screen. And that has an even worse user interface. If you look at the Vios in isolation, Toyota's spirit of Kaizen, or continuous improvement, is evident. Every new generation of the Vios is even better than the one that it replaces. In this latest iteration of the facelifted Vios, Toyota has done all it can to catch up to the competition. And the result is, frankly speaking, quite impactful. This is the most well-equipped, comfortable, and sophisticated Toyota Vios ever made. However, the all-new 7th generation Honda City just made its global debut in Thailand not too long ago. And that comes with even better features and an efficient 1-litre turbo engine. If that comes to Malaysia, the Vios would have an even tougher time to convince consumers. For now though, this is the best Toyota Vios Malaysians can buy. Thanks for watching, we hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like this. And let us know in the comment section below which generation Vios is your favorite.